Welcome into All Things LA Real Estate. My name is PK Knoll and I am running point on this channel. This is your Atwater Village July real estate update. Atwater is one of my favorite spots in all of Los Angeles. You know, it's located just off that northeast side of Silver Lake, up Los Feliz Boulevard on the southwest side of Glendale. Tucked in right there, perfect area. If you're looking for a family-friendly spot, I mean, Los Feliz Boulevard, Glendale Boulevard, both are great spots you can walk the street. They got restaurants, the works, everything you could want. Nice little par 3 course, and it's accessible to the 5 highway, so you can kind of get around pretty accessible. In this video, we're going to break down all the facts of what's going on in the neighborhood so you know exactly what to look for. We're going to get into the current numbers. We'll look at some month-over-month stats. We'll even look at some year-over-year stats so you can get a scope as far as what's going on in the neighborhood. And at the end of the video, I'm going to break down a few houses that have caught my eye so you can know what to look for if you're interested in the neighborhood currently. Let's go. All right, so we're taking a look at the current numbers out in Atwater. Like most areas on the east side and most areas in the country, in Los Angeles, everywhere, inventory is a major issue, and Atwater is at historically low numbers because we only have 4 houses on the market available for sale. The minimum price right now out in Atwater is $989,000. The maximum is $1.91 million, little over that. That puts our average home price at $1.438225. How long have these homes been sitting? Average days on market is 46, so about a month and a half. And if you look back at July of 2022, we sold 8 houses in Atwater at 101% clip, meaning they sold right at the list price. So we are certainly going to see some major declines, 50, 60, 80% year over year for this month in Atwater. Now, of the 4 houses available for sale, we've seen 2 houses lower their price. So there might be some opportunities out there. I know the interest rates are still high and it's a risk to go out and buy a house at a 7% interest rate. But if you take that leap, you're going to want to do it and find a great deal, a home that's certainly going to appreciate, and Atwater Village is the exact type of neighborhood that's going to provide that for you. Let's take a quick look at last month. This is the most vital aspect of the game right now because it tells you exactly what's happening right now. Let's go. All right, so we're jumping into last month. This is why it's most important, is because you want to know exactly what's happening in the market. You have to have somebody on your side who's looking at the numbers, knows the finance, and can make educated predictions as far as where the neighborhood is going. So last month, we had a decent month out in Atwater. We had 8 homes sell at 106% clip. So that means 6% over the list price, which isn't too bad in comparison for 2023 in general. 106 has really been pretty consistent if you look at it month over month in Atwater. So what that means if I'm a home buyer, what that means if I'm a homeowner. If I'm a home buyer, that means if I look at the list price, I can expect to pay somewhere between 5 and 10% over that list price to obtain the house. If I currently own a home in Atwater, you're somebody who's probably fortunate and you might actually see decent appreciation this year, which is not going to be consistent throughout the rest of the way. So minimum sale last month in Atwater was $710,000. This home sold for $39,000 below the list price. So some on the lower end in Atwater, there might be some opportunities out there, right? We have that house available right now for $989K. We'll touch on it in the next segment. There might be an opportunity to get in and get a decent offer there, get in a neighborhood that's certainly going to appreciate over time. So there could be some opportunities there. The high end, we had a home sell for $2.35 million. Beautiful spot, sold just above the list price. The average sale, 1.649 plus. Average days on market was 20. What that number tells us is when homes become available in Atwater that are attractive, they're going a little bit quicker than others, right? Our current of the 4 homes available is at 46. So there might be some opportunities, meaning homes that have been sitting for a little while, more eager sellers, because the homes that went off the market last month, which was a lot of them, 8 sold last month. We only have 4 available now. They sold at a 20-day days on market. And if we compare that over to June of 2022, that is 6 homes sold at 122% clip. So 22% over list price. We were definitely getting higher offers consistently on the east side. So 22% is pretty common. We're seeing a lot of 15s, 20, 25%. But that is an increase month over month as far as sales, right? In June of 2022, we had 6 sales. Now we're at 8. So that's a good sign for Atwater. Once again, as we get into July, that number is going to plummet year over year, but we're all just kind of teetering around that average mark. But let's get into a few homes that might provide value if you're searching in the area, homes that have caught my eye. We're jumping into the homes that have caught my eye. What we're going to do in this segment is I'm going to break down what the entry level, what it looks like to be able to get into the neighborhood at a minimum structure. I'm going to tell you what the top end looks like so you get an understanding of what it looks like to be the top dog in the neighborhood. And then I'm going to give you my favorite home on the market that either provides some value or great attractions. So we'll get into all of that. Let's start off with the entry level. What's it take to get into the neighborhood at a minimum structure? And that's 4026 Baywood Street. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. It's just over 1,800 square feet. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, this house is listed for $989,000. That is slightly above the LA average for home prices. So to get into Atwater at an LA average is a great opportunity. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the best neighborhoods on the east side to raise a family, to build a home. 5 bedrooms as well is a great opportunity. The lot is $7,000. So that's a great opportunity. That's a pretty big lot. And the thing that I look for most when I'm looking at homes is the numbers. What does the financials say? And this home is at $530 per square foot, which is an incredible number in anywhere in Los Angeles. So you're certainly getting a value on the land that it stands on. Now, there's no interior photos at this home, so that's a little sketchy. You definitely want to make sure you check that out because who knows what that situation is. This home has also been sitting for 103 days on the market, meaning this seller might be either very stingent on that $989 number or they're ready to sell. So if it's a house that's attractive to you, if it's a neighborhood that's attractive to you, it might be an opportunity to put in an offer, maybe even below list price, and get into the Atwater Village now. Next, let's move on to my favorite house in the neighborhood. It's 3915 Revere Avenue. It's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,783 square feet, and it's listed for $1.599 million. This home has recently seen a $50,000 price drop, and that is exactly what I want to see when I'm looking for homes at a 7% interest rate. I think it's very risky to go out and buy a home right now with all the uncertainty in the market. But Atwater Village is a village that is very strong. I expect appreciation over time. And when you see price drops, you know what that means. That means the seller is upset. They haven't got the offers that they've wanted and they're ready to sell. Why I love this house. First of all, it's got a hot tub. I'm in. Secondly, one of the most attractive aspects of Atwater Village, one of the most attractive aspects of any neighborhood is the opportunity to have a nice, wholesome life where you can actually walk to some areas and go get, some groceries or go to the restaurant or go get coffee. And this house sits right in between those 2 crevices off Los Feliz and Glendale Boulevard. You could walk to both, and they're both amazing strips of streets on the east side for you and the family, you and the wife, you and the husband, whoever. So this house is very attractive from a location perspective. With the price drop, it might be an opportunity for you to get in. Let's jump quickly to the top dog right now. It's 3170 Glen Manor Place. It's a 5 bedroom, 3 bath, just over 1,800 square feet, and it's currently listed for $1,919,900. So just under $2 million. And this house, check this, has a $280,000 price drop. That is huge. That is a monster price drop on this home. Once again, same principles as the last home. Seller might be getting very eager. There's a high chance that this listing agent overpriced this house on initial listing and had to have that tough conversation when they're not getting the offers that they wanted. It's a Spanish bungalow house. Has an ADU in the back. There are currently tenants in that. So you want to make sure you get into and figure out what's going on with that. Those tenants are on a month-to-month structure. They are paying $2,500 a month, which is pretty cheap for Atwater Village in general. If you want to get a sense of what this looks like from a perspective of the financials, if you do a conventional 30-year loan, 20% down, your monthly payment is unfortunately around $11,000. So this will easily bring it down to $8,500. So there's only been 3 homes that have sold over $2 million in Atwater this year. So we'll see how long this one sticks around and what opportunities come about it. But that's the top dog in the neighborhood. Hope you enjoyed the video. We do this every single month for all the neighborhoods on the east side: Silver Lake, Echo Park, Mount Washington, Atwater Village, Eagle Rock, Lincoln Heights, El Sereno, the works. We also do a ton of other great content that's valuable to homeowners. We got school reports, attractions, restaurants. We also do some celebrity houses and some other fun stuff. So like and subscribe to the channel if you are so inclined. I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day. Be kind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.